WTI came into 2022 roughly at the level it just might go out on, around 75 bucks. Of course, there was a lot that happened in between. Let's talk with Scott Bauer, the CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. I mean, Scott, amazing that we are going to end pretty close, it seems. I mean, it's December 19th, still got some time left, but crude basically where it opened up this year. I think if you had told anybody back in the spring that would be the case, they would have thought you were nuts.
No doubt about it. Let alone how about just like 2 months ago also, last time we were trading, just under 100. And, I think what this goes to show, Oliver, is that when we see shocks to the system, whether it's in the commodity space, equities, bonds, whatever it is, they will normalize over time. Now, this one coming back to where we were back in January, that is pretty astounding. But many of the shocks that the system took, which caused the spike up, that has abated. The big one that hasn't, obviously, is Ukraine-Russia. But what you have now is instead of the markets coming into the year at the beginning of the year on a high note with, lots of positive looking forward, if you will, and lots of steam behind it, we're quite the opposite right now. So I think if it weren't for Russia, Ukraine, we could actually be in the mid 60s or so right now. But I think you have this inherent built-in, call it geopolitical conflict risk into the price of crude.
Mm-hmm. So as we take some of that out a little bit over the last couple months, it's kind of like the froth off the top, perhaps. Does that mean that its signal as an inflation all clear is dubious?
Yeah, I think dubious at best. And you and I have had this conversation, numerous times here. I am still very
You're a crude
bullish.
bull.
I am. I'm very bullish in crude, the energy space in general over the next 6 to 9 months. I think that just some of these factors that we've seen causing crude to come down 25, 30% in the last few months, we're leveling off. We're putting in a very decent base in that low 70 area here. And I don't really see anything, Oliver, outside of an end to that conflict that is really going to cause a big downturn in crude. Even if we do get a massive economic slowdown here, I just can't see crude really dipping that much from here.
Well, it's interesting. It's like as the Fed has slowed down their rate hikes, crude has found its legs. Hard to really know for sure on the chart if it's anything meaningful, but we keep staying pinned around 75 bucks.
Yep.
From a trader's perspective, Scott, I know you look at charts a lot. Where do you want to see this thing moving early next year to see if the bull thesis is going to come true? Phrased another way, is there any level at which technically you feel you just don't want to be a part of the trade?
Well, on the downside, if we break 70, and I'm not saying go to 69 and a half, 69, but if we break 70 and then try and retest that and it rejects, okay, my bull thesis is probably gone. Until that happens, I really think that the support here in the low 70s, that's absolutely a buy area. For the upside, if we can break 82, 83, I think you see 90 really quickly.
Okay, like that point. An amazing up and down for crude on the year. The companies still near their highs, suggest that maybe crude's got a little life left in it still. Thanks for trading it along with us this year, Scott. Looking forward to more. Appreciate it, sir.
Pleasure. Thanks, Oliver.
You got it. CEO of Prosper Trading Academy.